Freedom Fighter 2127, brought to you by IntelRevolution.com. I wanted to go over this. This is from day one from the live blog. I didn't even think to make a video about it because I wasn't quite sure about the source. What I'm referring to is these pictures here. I received this in an email and I went ahead and put it up here. Strange, very strange pictures of classified documents have emerged. This is unverified information. Working on trying to verify. Requesting anyone who has a way to verify this, please leave information in the comments. Thank you. Guidelines under martial law. If Zone 1 and 2 go hot, system can request to issue under martial law orders to be reviewed by command, at which time will be addressed by the operation command. Under the system, information that may be protected with these labels range from personally identifying information such as passport and social security numbers to documents protected by the attorney-client privilege. With martial law, this will be green and only under command. Those persons determined to be enemy combatants are subsequently sent to a centralized holding facility where a military screening team reviews all available information regarding each detainee to again review whether the individual is an enemy combatant. With the assistance of the other U.S. government officials, including military lawyers, intelligence officers, and federal law enforcement officials, and considering all relevant information, including the facts from capture and detention, the threat the individual possesses, his intelligence value, and any law enforcement interest. The military screening team assesses whether the detainee is an enemy combatant and should continue to be detained, and whether transfer to Arizona Sedona is warranted. Guidelines under martial law. After the screening team makes this assessment, a general officer designated by the combatant commander reviews the Central Holding Area screening team's recommendation. When determining whether a detainee should be transferred to Reese Air Force Base, the combatant commander considers the threat posed by the detainee, his seniority within hostile forces, possible intelligence that may be gained from the detainee, possible law of war violations committed by the detainee, and any other relevant factors. DoD officials in Washington review those purposed for transfer to Reese Air Force Base to their transfer. An internal DoD review panel, including legal advisors, reviews and the recommendations of the combatant commander and advises the Secretary of Defense on proposed detainee transfers to Reese Air Force Base. All other information is considered in those reviews, including information submitted by other governments or obtained from the detainees themselves. In the event that enemy combatants are transferred to Reese Air Force Base immediately upon their arrival at Reese Air Force Base, they are interviewed and further assessments are made based on relevant information, including detainee interviews, U.S. intelligence and law enforcement sources. Each enemy combatant detained at Reese Air Force Base also undergoes an extensive assessment of the threat he poses. Interesting. This threat assessment process is used to determine whether, notwithstanding his status as an enemy combatant, should remain detained in the control of DoD. Threat assessments of each detainee are made by an integrated team of interrogators, analysts, behavioral scientists, and regional experts. Those threat assessments are provided to the commander, U.S. Southern Command, for review and recommendation. The Southern Command then forwards its recommendations to an interagency committee in Washington that includes law enforcement, intelligence, and defense representatives. The interagency committee makes an assessment and recommendation. The Secretary of Defense of his designee then decides whether transfer of the detainee to the custody of another government release. I'm sorry, the reason why I'm stuttering and kind of going through this slowly is because I can verify this for you right now. Of that individual or his continued detention in DoD control is appropriate. I can't verify it with information, but with actual sources. But what I can tell you is back in like May, I think it was May or June, we had found documents. It was either on Craigslist, there was a job posting that surveillance was going to be taken on individuals. Remember this? That they were going to be working 18 hours a day, surveilling people, getting paid $15 an hour. what I just figured out as I was reading through this again, I must have missed it the first time I read it. Let me go back to the part. When they are assessing the person, they're doing this now. Here we go. Threat assessments of each detainee are made by an integrated team of interrogators, analysts. I can sit here and tell you right now that every bit of information you put online is then put into a machine or put into a quantum computer that then is pushed out by data analysts, and they put it back into the system that's reviewed, and then they measure your threat assessment. The behavioral scientists, which we can cover through JADE HELM, through the JADE application, through geospatial engineering, through predictive technology, through artificial intelligence, and regional experts. How's the region? I mean, this is all going along with what JADE HELM is. I can kind of verify that because of that sentence right there. I don't know how I missed it the first time I read it. I would have put it out immediately. And regional experts. This is huge. So if this is what they are attempting to do through JADE HELM, then you can expect that individuals from all across this country are under JADE HELM. They are under surveillance. And you will see, it'll be neighbors, it'll be everybody else, because guess what? They are analyzing, they are interrogating, they're behavioral scientists and regional experts. That's what they're doing. They're doing it right now. And especially, what's not mentioned in here is neuroscience. This analysis of the human population of America is ridiculous. Guidelines under martial law. We're not under martial law, but they are paving the way for it. They're doing this now. They're analyzing everybody. How is that even possible? It's just simple, stupid data analysts that have no idea what the hell they're doing. And what I mean by that is that one data company or corporation might be in charge of inputting data for insurance, or inputting data for a new study, or something of that to that effect. That is what analysts do. Data analysts do that. They input the data, they analyze the results, and then put it back into the system as this is either good or it's bad. That's what they're doing right now to a lot of people. How you react, your reaction, your timing, your response, because they wanted. This is what I was trying to say with all that military equipment. They were getting a lot of people's reactions. It was all being put in by analysts. I'm telling you right now. That way they know exactly what to expect when martial law is hit. That people will be dead scared. There will be some who are not, which is good. But most people, the majority of America, will be terrified. Anyways, that is all the news I've got for you right now. I want to thank you all for watching. This is pretty interesting. I'm still going to look for more documentation on this to verify it further. But I'd say this is pretty damn close. God bless and carry on.